Hello aspirants, welcome back to India for Eyes. This is Manjunath Mudod. Topic of this video is Punganur Dwarf Cows. In this video, we are going to study in detail about Punganur Dwarf Cows and why the Punganur Dwarf cows in use and other indigenous cattle breeds, 20th Livestock Census and government schemes in livestock sector. Recently on Makara Sankranti, Prime Minister Narendra Modi fed Punganur Dwarf cows. So here we can see Narendra Modi feeding the Punganur dwarf cows. So this topic can be studied under GS-3, Economics of Animal Rearing in Agriculture part. Now let us move to the geographic distribution of Punganur dwarf cows. So we can find the Punganur dwarf cows in Rayalaseema region of southern Andhra Pradesh. Coming to the characteristic of the Punganur dwarf cow, it is a unique dwarf breed considered to be the shortest humped cattle in the world. And the color of the cows are either white or gray or in light or dark brown color. And these cows have a small crescent shaped horns, and the females have slightly longer horns than the stumpier ones in the males. Moving on to the few statistics related to Punganuru dwarf cow. The Punganuru were once on the verge of extinction and their numbers had fallen below 3,000. So, as per 2012 livestock census, there were only 2,828 Punganuru dwarf cows, and this was an alarming situation for government and cattle breeders. So, in order to conserve this indigenous cattle breed, government came up with few conservation measures. So, it started Gokul Gram initiative at Hyderabad and National Kamadhenu Breeding Center at Nellore district in Andhra Pradesh. So, because of these efforts of the government, in the year 2019, as per 20th Livestock Census, the number of Punganuru dwarf cows increased to 13,275. Now we will discuss future strategy for the conservation of Punganuru dwarf cows. So the first one is research and development. So the government should conduct genetic research and it should develop strategies for breeding of the Punganuru dwarf cow. The second one is awareness and promotion. Government should launch awareness campaigns and it should educate the farmers and public about the significance of Punganuru dwarf cow, and also it should promote the economic and ecological benefits of the Punganuru dwarf cow. Then the third strategy is livestock management programs. The government should come up with livestock management programs in order to train and educate the farmers for sustainable management practices. Then the fourth strategy is collaboration and networking. Government should collaborate with NGO and civil society and it should establish networks for information exchange in order to conserve the indigenous cattle breed. The fifth strategy is incentive for breeders. So the government should provide financial aid or subsidies so that the breeders and farmers can develop systems which encourage the conservation of Punganuru dwarf cows. Then government should come up with conservation policies, either through schemes or acts. Then the seventh strategy is integration of the Punganuru dwarf cow with agricultural programs. So it should be integrated with agriculture and rural development schemes. And the last one is monitoring and evaluation. So government should establish a robust monitoring and evaluation system to regularly assess the health, population and distribution of the Punganuru dwarf cow. So this is all about Punganuru dwarf cow, why it is in use, population of Punganuru dwarf cow, conservation efforts by government and way forward. This following map shows the other indigenous cattle breeds and their regional distribution. And this map is very important for prelims. So the UPSC may ask pair-based questions on this topic, like it may give region on one side and name of the cattle on the other side, and it will ask which of the following pairs are correctly matched or how many pairs of the above are correctly matched. So go through this map in detail and revise it properly. Now we will move into the government schemes in the livestock sector. So the first scheme is Animal Husbandry Infrastructure Development Fund. As per the provisions of this scheme, the government offers 3% interest subvention and a credit guarantee of up to 25% for the projects. The second scheme is National Livestock Mission, and the period for this scheme is 2021-22 to 2025 and 26. This scheme emphasizes on entrepreneurship development in livestock sector and it improves the breed quality in poultry, sheep, goat and piggery. The third scheme is Livestock Health and Disease Control Scheme. So this scheme aims to supplement the effort of the state governments, and it also emphasizes on preventing, controlling and containing the zoonotic diseases. Then the fourth scheme is National Animal Disease Control Program. This program targets the foot and mouth disease and brucellosis. There is a comprehensive vaccination for cattle, buffalo, sheep, goat, and pig populations against the foot and mouth disease, and bovine female cows against the brucellosis. Now we will discuss the key results of the 20th Livestock Census. So, as per 20th Livestock Census, the total livestock population in India is 535.78 million, and it is an up by 4.6% from the 2012 census. So there is a increase of 4.6% in livestock population compared to 2012 census, and the total bovine population, that is cattle, buffalo, mithun and yak, in India is 302.7 million in 2019, that is 20th livestock census, and it increased by 1% compared to the 2012 census. So the total cattle population in India is 192.49 million. So it is an up by 0.8%. So there is a marginal increase in the total cattle population in India. The female cattle, that is cows, in India is around 145.12 million. So there is an increase of 18% compared to the 2012 census, that is 19th census. Then the population of exotic crossbred cattle is around 50.42 million. Then indigenous non-descript cattle is around 142.11 million. There is a 6% decline in the indigenous non-descript cattle. So coming to the indigenous non-descript female cattle, so there is an increase by 10%. So there is an increase by 10%, and the overall indigenous non-descript cattle population, it decreased by 6%. So there is a increase of 10% in female cattle. So overall it is 6% decline. It indicates that there is a decline in population of male cattle. So male cattle, there is a decline in population. Then there is an increase of 26.9% in exotic or crossbred cattle population. What we can infer from these statistics is that the indigenous non-descript cattle population is declining. So there is a decline in indigenous cattle population, whereas the exotic cattle population, it is increasing in India. So India is losing its indigenous cattle population. Coming to the total buffalo population in India, it is 109.85 million, and there is a marginal increase, only 1% increase in the total buffalo population in India. Total milch animals, that is cows and buffaloes. The total population of milch animals is 125.34 million. So it is a 6% increase compared to the 2012 census. Total sheep population in India is 74.26 million. So it is an increase of 14.1% compared to the 2012 census. And the population of goat in India is 148.88 million. So it is an increase by 10.1%. Total pig population in India is 9.06 million. Other livestock population is 1.24 million. And total poultry is 851.81 million. It is a 16.8% increase. So backyard poultry is 317.07 million. So it increased 46%. And commercial poultry is 534.74 million. So it is a 4.5% increase. So these are the important statistics related to 20th livestock census. Now we will briefly discuss what is exactly livestock census. So in India, it started in the year 1990 and 20. So it is conducted every 5 years, whereas the population census is conducted every 10 years. Livestock census is every 5 years, and it is conducted by Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying in collaboration with state and union territory governments. Total census conducted in India are 20. So the last census conducted in the year 2019. So the purpose is comprehensive data collection on domesticated animals and their head counts. So it benefits, it helps in policy making, assisting agriculturists, aids in traders, entrepreneurs, supports the dairying industry, and provides general awareness. So this is all about livestock census. The handout of this video is available in our Telegram and WhatsApp channel. Join the channel and download the handout. So the handout contains detailed notes and followed by one prelims practice question. So Download the handout and attempt the prelims practice question. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Happy learning.